What's good, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your boy Xavier Khalid, Mr. X. Just get the name correct so I know that you respect. If you don't know, hey man, make sure you leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what you do in a regular YouTube video, trying to bring y'all some more gaming news. And so far today, PlayStation, Sony has been on a hot streak and is more on the controversial side. So this is uploaded 8 hours ago from Daily Motion. Apparently PlayStation reportedly confirms end of PC support. According to new reports confirmed by PlayStation Studio CEO Herman Host, and I think PlayStation in America, their headquarters in California or something, got a new president not too long ago. So it's interesting to see that they start coming out with all these changes, announcing all these changes, especially with, we know how critical America can be during the time that he switches over ownership and becomes the CEO. But Sony is shifting its strategy to keep major narrative single-player games as PlayStation exclusives, ending their release on PC. This video breaks down what this means for gamers and the industry. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say that I'm for Sony stock. I've owned Sony stock before. I'm about to invest back into it. Not going to lie, I need to. So make sure you leave a like, share, comment, subscribe on this video so your boy can get monetized. That's not the goal. The goal is to, reach y'all and have conversations, open up topics, and also get monetized. 100 subscribers, bro. I just need 10 likes. That's all I need, bro. With PlayStation confirming the end of PC support, I think that is gonna make the PlayStations in the future a lot more valuable. We just talked about it in the last video, but yeah, man, like the console itself, like we just talked about how the console itself wasn't that valuable, but now ending PC support too, which means you can't just get a computer, if you want to completely beat all the console BS. Because think about how many games people own on Steam, and Steam has been around for so long, and people still own all those games. They can go back and play any of those games. We haven't seen it with Steam, or not to my knowledge, but think about it with Steam. Steam hasn't really gone anywhere, and people who own all of that stuff, probably most likely 10 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, just for the benefit of the doubt, own all that stuff. So let's just say that PlayStation is about to be a lot more valuable. It's about to be a lot more valuable, bro.
New comments from PlayStation Studio CEO Herman Hulst reportedly confirmed the end of Sony's major single-player games coming to PC, affirming earlier claims that the company is pulling back from the platform. As reported by Jason Schreier in March and reiterated recently on Blue Sky, PlayStation Studio Business CEO Herman Hulst told staff in a town hall Monday morning that the company's narrative single-player games will now be PlayStation exclusive, confirming Bloomberg's reporting from earlier this year. So if you were expecting to play Naughty Dog's Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet or Housemarque's latest release Saros on PC anytime in the future, I would probably give up on those dreams unless something changes. This will not affect games from other developers like the timed exclusive Final Fantasy VII Remake series, or Sony published games like Kenna Scars of Cosmora and the upcoming Stellar Blade sequel. Also, for the time being, there is no report that multi-platform multiplayer games like Helldivers 2 or the upcoming Horizon Hunters Gathering will be affected. The reasoning behind this change is unclear, but with Xbox recently announcing their upcoming Project Helix console will support PC gaming, time will tell which plan for next gen is the winning formula. What are your thoughts on PlayStation games skipping PC?
I have a PlayStation 5 for Fragile.
It's fragile.
Oh, it's for.
I
New comments from
think
PlayStation
it's
Studio
going to be
CEO
a
Herman
great
Hulst.
move for PlayStation, and it's going to force the landscape, because I think Xbox already broke off from Microsoft, if I'm not remembering that information wrong. And Microsoft still has a stronghold on Xbox to where they have the Xbox Game Pass still on the PC, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's just going to force a bunch of different markets. It's going to force a lot of indie gamers to come out and actually make single-player games for Steam and not just platform games, because they're a lot easier to code, I guess, and they don't take a large studio with a massive budget Though there's plenty of talented enough coders and computer scientists, engineers, people who work in software and back end technologies, UI, UX, all of that stuff. It's plenty of people who are in those landscapes that can push an engine, bro. To keep it short, they can push an engine. So let's just say that Sony is on the rise right now, and people who are thinking smart about it and not just thinking about existential doom in the very beginning of what this could mean. It could mean that you're gonna be complaining that your pocket's not as full as they is, how they not right now, like or as full as they could. Like, your pocket's not as full as what you thought it would be in the future, and you spend all that time existential doom right now, and it manifested into that time where you don't own none of these Sony products, and they're still running smoothly 60 years into the future. So man, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is some great news from somebody who's owned Sony stock, from somebody who's thinking about investing back into Sony stock. So yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the video. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. Free Rug hanging out here. I appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy. I hit the mic a little bit, but rocking out with your boy. Keep holding it down. The Saga continues. Peace.